This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, strategic partner of National Field Days.
An exploration of the undersea fault that caused last year's devastating Japanese earthquake could help us better understand quakes much closer to home.
An Otago University geologist was heavily involved in the Japanese project, and she caught up with Max Banya.
Breaking new ground off the coast of Japan, scientists drilling to record depths to find out how faults work.
We can look at hundreds of potentially active faults on land in New Zealand, and we can say, these materials look like this, or they look like this, and therefore this fault is likely to behave in this way.
Virginia Toy joined the 2-month exploration of the fault, which caused last year's Tohuku earthquake and tsunami.
And it slipped up in that way. That's a small amount of slip.
By studying the colliding plates, it's hoped we'll learn more about how New Zealand faults behave, including those that caused the deadly Christchurch quake.
Sometimes smallish earthquakes, like the Christchurch sequence, generate a lot of ground shaking and huge amounts of damage. Much larger earthquakes, like Tohuku or the Fiordland quake that happened in 2009, generate significantly less ground shaking, even though they're larger magnitude events.
Let's say for a minute these two bits of foam are actually plates. Now when they move against each other smoothly, there's not that much seismic activity, but when frictional resistance begins to build up, that's when the fault breaks and earthquakes occur. Predicting when they'll happen will never be an exact science.
What we can refine are our estimates of scenarios, exactly how much will the ground shake. So in Dunedin we should be aware that it's possible that we could have a ground shaking of a certain amount, and that it may not happen within our lifetimes, but we should be prepared for it.
Advice which could save lives. Max Banya, One News.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, strategic partner of National Field Days.